Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Walsh. Welcome back to another video in a series of our Meet Me videos. Today we are with Molly Gammon, and I'm gonna let Molly introduce herself. Hi, Molly.
Hi, I'm Molly. I am A&E's training coordinator in the training department. I started just about a year ago, give or take a week or two. Yeah, and excited to be here.
Thank you, Molly, for your time to just let us know about yourself today. To start off, can you just tell us like a little bit about what a normal day looks like for you and what your responsibilities are at A&E?
I'm part-time right now, I do a lot of communicating with clients who reach out to the training department who want to set up presentations or trainings for usually the organization. It could be a school, like a college, or a department within a college, or something like that. And we set up trainings for all different types of audiences, like parents of neurodivergent children, parents just in general, um, a general audience, um, people in the organization, in an organization, or just general people. But yes, so they reach out to us, and then I go through my boss, who is Becca, who is the director of training, and we get that all sorted out for them. And yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the training that A&E offers? And yeah, because you already talked a little bit about the process that the training, like what the back end process for training looks like. But can you talk about the training just by itself a little bit?
Yeah, so the trainings, we do a general training that is about um, like the whole neurodiversity basic 101, basically. That's usually the first training that we give to people who reach out to us, but we also have training specifically on how to make your workplace more inclusive, trainings on how to make your school more inclusive. Um, then we also have a lot of panels that we do where we bring in neurodivergent folks who may work in a specific line of work, or maybe who are teachers, or parents of neurodivergent individuals, or they're neurodivergent themselves and their parents. So basically, whatever the organization or whoever reaches out to us is looking for, we can usually accommodate training for whatever they want.
Yeah, part of what I used to do was be a part of the training department, and I used to work a lot on that, and like it was great to like get to know Molly during that process because it was like, training is just such a big part of like what we do here. Um, so my next question, and this has to do with kind of like recent changes with A&E and kind of like how things have evolved over time. Um, and maybe you can talk a little bit about how that, like what that means for you personally, and also what that means for you, as far as like, your responsibilities in the training department go. Um, like how do you feel like perspectives have changed at A&E, I guess around like, like we obviously changed our name recently, right? Um, Things like that. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, when I first started, it was just beginning like the internal process of changing our name and really going into that. I didn't have too much experience with just like internally with like the old name and stuff. So I came in basically when they were just changing it, and I got to like vote on what the name was. This is the one I picked, by the way, and so I like it. Yeah, I really like that it's more inclusive, like of neurodiversity as a spectrum and not just autism, or um, like using the old term like Asperger's. So I like how it is more inclusive, and like speaks to more about what people are like seeing in our community. And we have uh, we're trying to do in the training department like inclusive, like more um, what's the word? Oh my gosh. Sorry. You got this part out. um, so in the training department, we are trying to be more inclusive with other neurotypes. So we are doing like ADHD webinars coming up with Maggie and Jay from IFS, who I think you've heard from Maggie already. Um, and we're doing a webinar on autism and ADHD, so look out for that. So really just trying to like be more inclusive in that area as an organization and also in the training department.
Yeah, and okay, so I think I only have one more question for you, which is how are you personally connected to your work and like how did you get involved at A&E?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was a kid. I think I was like about 9 years old. So when I was diagnosed, I didn't really learn much about it. Like I didn't know really what it was, just that this is something that you have. And now, like, you get accommodations in school. So I didn't really know anything about it until I was about in high school. And that's when I really started doing like my research about it and learning more about different neurotypes in general, autism. And so when I started going into that, I was like, this is really something that I want to do because I want to maybe help other people who are like me, who maybe didn't know more about what they have or like how their brain works and stuff like that. So I found A&E when I was doing job research and stuff, and I was like, that is the most perfect fit I could think of. Like in the training department, it's actually what I want to do. So when I applied for the job, I was like crossing my fingers so hard. I was like, this is going to be a perfect fit if I get it. And then I heard back. And it turns out it was perfect fit like I was thinking. And yeah, I just really like working here. And I love the environment and I love all the people here. It's a really fun place to work and really nice to learn more about just the community in general, stuff that I didn't even know as a member of the community. So yeah.
I was really looking forward to your answer to that question because I actually didn't know like, you know, your whole story as to why you got involved with this kind of work. So it's really interesting to hear. But well, Molly, thank you so much for doing this interview with me, doing this time. I really appreciate it. Um, and I look forward to, you know, more of these videos, so stay tuned for those. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.